as we continue the solemn celebration of the 64th independence of Nigeria. Let's now cross over to Makadi, where we have our rice correspondent, Theophilus Tyav, reporting the situation in Makadi. Theophilus, good morning and happy Independence Day anniversary to you. What's the situation in Makadi with regard to the planned and, Fearless in October protest?
Good morning, Doctor. Good morning, Ayo. Good morning, Rufai. Happy Independence Day. For Benue State, we don't have any youth organization that have planned any protests. We've been around. We went to the Benue State University. We went to Federal University of Agriculture, now just Taka University. None of the tertiary institutions, due to the public holiday, the students are just relaxing in their hostels. So for Benue State, we can say that there is no protest for now. We've also been at the police headquarters. They are not even mobilized for getting ready for any protest at all in the state.
Why do you think that's the case? Is it that there are no people on ground to mobilize the protest, or what?
Well, largely, just like the End Bad Governance protest, there was none that took place in Benue State. The youths were called, they were spoken to by the political leaders in the state. They had press conferences. That was that of August, the End Bad Governance protest. For this, they didn't have any protests, press conference, whether they are joining or not. They didn't associate themselves with any group that has been calling for the fearless protest today. So I believe maybe there have been a groundwork by the Benue politicians to subdue them in one way or the other, not to come out to protest against the government or even for the government.
It's not just politicians. Well, I wouldn't call him a politician, but the chairman of CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria in the state, also implored the youths to not come out to protest. But beyond that, I can see the street is almost empty. Can't see a lot of activity happening.
Yes.
What's the mood of the people on Independence Day? Usually you would see march past by students, primary, secondary school students. You would see some form of activity, people celebrating Independence Day. What's the mood generally in Benue State? Is there money to celebrate?
No, there isn't money. Students just resumed. I believe parents are feeling the pinch of after paying school fees, heavy school fees. So the students just resumed. Although we are expecting a march past, there have been no notice put out yet of anything happening, but the venue usually is the Ibrahim Babangida Square, which is just a few meters from where we are right now. But there is no activity going on yet. The governor, on his own part...
Well, Theophilus, will you say that Benue State,
yes, sir.
Makodi, the capital, is particularly peaceful because of the twin combination of the fact that the governor, Father Yancin Talia, is a Catholic priest, a politician, and also a member of the All Progressives Congress. So do you think because of this, the governor also acting as a priest has been able to persuade the people not to disturb his political party? Well, you never know. Some of
you can say it's a combination of both. Yes, Doctor, you can say it's a combination of both. Being from the people himself, he has been able to speak to the people for a long time, and he had a large followership of people that canvassed for him to vie for the post of the governor before he decided to come in. So that has also helped using the church because largely for Makudi or Benue State, a very good percentage are Christians. So the church was used yesterday to pass the message of there was no need. And being that he has promised the people a lot, and his party is also the party at the center, and the secretary to the government of the Federation also being from Benue State, these two factors or three factors have actually played a critical role in having Benue State being quiet this morning.
Okay. Will it be correct for me to assume further that perhaps Benue State may be one state where the people are not hungry, where unemployment is not a problem, where there is nobody going on the street saying, we are hungry, we are hungry. They are so contented. You live there. You see that part of Nigeria is, an isolated part in terms of wealth and prosperity and contentment and patience that the president was asking for this morning.
No, Benue State also suffered from unemployment. There are skirmishes of insecurity. We have local governments and some communities that have been deserted for years. We have over 70,000 families, according to the IOM, that have been displaced since 2018 till now. They have not returned. They are living in IDP camps. But the youths in Benue State, instead of venting their anger on the streets, have decided to take to their farms, to their farmlands, because they know that after the street protest, they will still need to eat. There is farmlands. We are largely an agrarian state, so they prefer to vent their anger on their farmlands, where there is hope, real hope of harvest at the end of the day.
I like that. Well, channel their energy to their farms where there's real hope of a harvest. Thank you so much for bringing us reports, Tyav.